talk a little bit about the overall workflow of using RigBot. So this is a non-destructive modular rigging system, which means it is modular in that to build a rig, you're going to add in different rig parts, things like fingers, feet, biped legs, spine, arms, toes, etc. So the rig is actually built from a collection of different smaller rig parts. And there's an entire rig part library that we're going to go into further detail later on. But for now, suffice it to say that you can snap together all of the different rig parts to build your final full character or vehicle rig. The next part about it is that it is non-destructive in that you will first build a layout rig, which is where you define which rig parts you're using, you place your joints, place your controls, set different settings, and so on. And then you save that layout file. From that layout file, you will procedurally build a clean new rig from scratch, from a new scene every single time. So there is no editing of existing rigs. There is only modifying the layout and rebuilding and modifying your deformers and re-exporting. At the end of the day, everything that goes into building your rig, think of it as a recipe, can get exported out and rebuilt procedurally. So you can rebuild your rig consistently every single time with one button click, and you will get the same repeatable result. So the workflow as is laid out in the UI is you start with the layout tab. Here, like I said, is where you build out you add in all of your parts. Let's say we wanted to add in a root. You can build your root and then you place it. You can also add in things like helicopter rotors, and you will have settings for each one of those. Once you're happy with your rig, you're going to hop over to the build tab, which is the next step of the process. In the build tab is where you'll be able to build your final completed rig. Then you'll have the export tab, load data tab, which we'll also get into later on, and then a toolbox. So this is the overall layout workflow as is laid out in the UI.